Welcome and thank you for stopping by. So, strap on your power armor and jetpacks as we dive into this action figure review of Warhammer 40K Ultramarine Reiver collectible from McFarlane Toys. Keep watching to the end of this episode so you can see what Nerdmazing collectible I'll be showcasing next. So, let's check out the packaging first, followed by the action figure, here on Nerdmazing. You get an excellent view of the collectible Warhammer Reiver and the accessory it comes with behind the clear plastic film and the Warhammer 40K logo underneath it. The left side has a die-cut graphic from the Warhammer 40K world with the Warhammer logo below it, as well as additional clear film that wraps around to allow you to see the figure from the side. The top of the packaging has the McFarlane Toys logo and additional clear film at the top to allow more light to come through in order to highlight the figure in its box. The back of the packaging has the figure's name and an expertly shot image of the Ultramarine Reiver with its Bolt Carbine in hand, ready for action. Plus, additional artwork and logos related for this line. On the right side, there's the McFarlane Toys logo, followed by a close-up image of the figure from the head to the upper torso view, and the figure's name at the bottom. So, let's go ahead and unbox this Warhammer 40K Ultramarine Reiver action figure. Here is the Warhammer 40K action figure ready to unbox. So I'll just go ahead, and as you can see, it's just held together by a little bit of tape, so you can get that in the light right there. And I like to always open it from the bottom right here, and just undo the tabs, and pull the figure out like so. Set that to the side, and you have the action figure. Oh, it's actually attached. If you can see, it's got the banding right here, and I'm going to have to remove that. Otherwise, I will not be able to take this out. But as you can tell, it's form-fitted in a clear clamshell. And if you can see right there, it's also got the display stand that it comes with. And that is normally sealed to these art card. Give me 1 second. Let me get this figure ready to showcase its articulation. Here is the Ultramarine Reiver, fully out of the packaging now, ready to review. So, let's go ahead and check out the figure first, followed by the accessories. And we will start with the articulation, starting from the head and working our way down to the feet. So, with the head, there is no side to side, there is no tilt, but there is a nice 360 spin. As for the arms, there is no T-motion, but there is a nice 360 spin on the shoulders, and the armor pieces right here on the shoulder armor does move. And it might look like it's a ball joint, but it's actually a nice little, I guess a small ball joint, maybe a little, I consider a peg joint. So, now, as for the torso, there is a little bit of movement up here, right under the armor, right above the upper abdomen, and then down here around the waist, you get a nice good 360, and you got your tilt side to side, as well as a crunch down and crunch, or I guess bend it backwards. Let's check out the arms. Right here at the bicep, there is a nice spin, 360. Elbows, double jointed, double pin right there, as you can tell. Go in like so. Put that back. No forearm rotation. Hands, nice 360. No bending of the wrist, really. And that's going to be the same for this arm as well. Check out the legs. That's about as far as you can do on a split. Side split. Not too bad, actually. You know, really good rotation right there. And same right here. But there's no real too much of a tilt when it comes to that upper thigh area right there, or the hip area. As for the thigh, there's nothing really there. Knees. Double pin here, pin there, able to bend the knees back really nicely. There is some, actually, there's a pretty good calf rotation right there. Feet, you can not really point down too much, kind of gets blocked right here at the power armor, but you can put it up a little bit, and that's all McFarlane Toys has. Got that nice little toe articulation. Put that back, set him to reset. Now, one thing I did notice is these things are kind of very loose right here. It doesn't take much to move them. So you could have some issues when posing it, as the pose may shift slightly, or when you put something heavy on it, such as potentially the accessory gun, you might get a little bit of shifting at the shoulder areas or at the torso. So you may have to readjust from time to time. All right, let's check out his accessories. So here's his Bolt Carbine gun. Beautifully done, nicely detailed. Flip it on the other side. Really nice. So, take that. And right here, his jump pack. Really nice. Really like that very much. And I like this little part right here where these flaps open up. Like so. Really nicely done. You got those nice exhaust ports that can be used for great posing. So you just flap them in and flap them out. So. And like all, they all come with their little display stand with the appropriate logo. So let's check out this figure scale. This Ultramarine Reiver stands at 7 inches tall, a pretty decent size if I must say. This is also a very heavy figure, weighing at 1.7 pounds or 0.8 kilograms. This is one beefy figure. So let's put this Warhammer 40K Ultramarine Reiver on the spinner in some actionable poses and check out additional details on it. This figure is of exceptional quality based on the Ultra 22 points of articulations and the ease of posing this figure. Though the paint job is simple, being mainly single color paint jobs and sections, it is done wonderfully and to me is a great base to allow those who enjoy adding custom paint jobs to their figures to add their own washes and such to these figures to bring them more to life with additional depth and battle damages. I actually like that McFarlane Toys added cuts and gouges to the armor mold of this figure. The figurehead looks menacing with the skull-based protective helmet with its glowing red eyes. Loving all the details added to this figure with the golden skull and cross dagger motif popping off the upper torso armor. Next to the motif, you also have the shot grenades at the ready to stun enemies. You also get the Ultramarine symbol painted on the armor on the left shoulder and left knee. The squadron's insignia is painted on the right shoulder, which I think represents him being in the 7th Squad of the Ultramarines' 3rd Company. But feel free to let me know in the comments below if I got this correct or if he's actually in a different squadron. I'm also really digging all those utility storage packs that are strapped to his legs because they're very highly detailed, showing creases and wear and tear to them. Plus, you get those closing skull snap buttons on those utility packs, which are a very nice touch. The Bolt Carbine weapon he carries is such a fantastic weapon piece to use when posing this figure with. Plus, I really like the fact that it's a dual color, being black and gray. If you're enjoying what you're seeing so far and want to be part of the Nerdmazing community so you can stay up to date when new episodes get released, consider subscribing to Nerdmazing. It would be awesome if you would be a part of it, and we could talk about all these wonderful action figures and collectibles in the comments too. Really liking this jump pack accessory for this action figure, as it brings more depth to this Ultramarine Reiver, especially when seeing it from the side and the back. Though I do wish that McFarlane Toys added some propulsion effects that you could attach to the jump pack for those liftoff poses. Now for those wondering what Warhammer 40K is, it is a tabletop military game using miniatures of troops and vehicles to create your army to battle others in a gritty, dark, futuristic world. I will leave a link to Warhammer 40K's website in the description below so you can learn all about this amazing world and its gameplay. The Ultramarine Reivers are a group of specialized Imperium Space Marines that are recruited from hardened veterans to launch unexpected close-up or rapid assault strikes. They are considered terror troops, causing fear and confusion to the enemies they engage with, using brutal tactics on the enemies when they least expect it. And when fighting enemies, I do believe that the Reivers would also use a large combat knife in conjunction with the Bolt Carbine, but that accessory was not available with this figure. This Ultramarine Reiver from McFarlane Toys was Nerdmazing to showcase. I will leave a link to the McFarlane Toys website in the description below so you can see additional details over this action figure. So you ready to see the next showcase collectible here on Nerdmazing? Are you? Well, it's Snow Miser from NECA. I sure hope Snow Miser helps us beat some of that summer heat. So you ready to see more Nerdmazing collectibles? Like this? Or maybe something like this is more your interest? Go ahead, give them a click. Well, thanks for joining me here at Nerdmazing. And to all my Nerdmazing fans out there, again I say to you, be passionate in what you do, share your passion with others, and be kind to one another, as this world can always use more goodness in it. This is Adam with Nerdmazing, and I'll see you next time.